Hello everybody! As you probably know, it's me, the Theredmagekro! And welcome to today's video where we are going to be going over what's to come within the next year for the channel. And that is primarily speaking about something that I've been alluding to in a lot of my videos, which is the year of the freaking RPG, which I am very much excited for, and basically have been working very much so on figuring out exactly how I want to handle the situation. Now, there are a lot of things that I basically want to do, and a lot of like custom thumbnails that I want to make, but I don't know a lot about the RPGs that I primarily chose in order to, make a thumbnail that's worthy of doing thumbnails. But we'll get into that a little bit later and the reason why. So, as you probably can already tell, there is stuff going on in the background. I just want to say that right here, right now. This is not an oxygen, not included video. I'm very bad at it. I play it every now and again, but I've never once completed it, and I don't plan to. This game is too off the freaking rockers for me to even remotely try. I love the game in its entirety, but just the fact that there's like so much stuff that you can basically do and you have to have the know-how. I don't mind learning the game, but I don't have the time. Either way, we are going to go ahead and transition basically to what's to come into the, next year, which is the year of the RPG. Yet again, can't stress that enough. So, the main thing about the, year of the RPG is that I already have RPGs planned to a T, and how long it's gonna potentially take in order to complete them. Now, with that being said, these time frames are not so accurate, so there might be some things that aren't, exactly, where we want them to be. Like, maybe it might be a little bit longer than the time frame that I am expecting. Maybe it's a little bit shorter, but ultimately, I have pretty much almost everything planned out. If we can get through them a lot sooner, great. I can play through a little bit more more RPGs, like maybe like one. I think that we would be able to add at least one, assuming that we complete it relatively fast, which would be absolutely great. Now, the main thing here is that because RPGs are so long and very story intensive, I do not want to have you guys go, 2 episodes and totally lose the plot. So what we are going to do is that, seeing as how right now I have 3 series going on at a time, we will be reducing that down to 2. So that means that you get 2 series every single week, and basically those are going to be pretty much one, then another, one, then another. Great. That's fantastic. I think it's going to work out great. Of course, everything here is subject to change along the lines, depending on whether or not stuff happens. Life gets in the ways, life gives you lemons, jazz. Many different things can happen, and I don't really have any way to really plan for them. Either way, what we are, the next thing is that we are going to be raising the length of the videos from 1 hour to 1 hour 30. Now that doesn't seem like a very big jump in number, but let me tell you right now that those extra 30 minutes will absolutely save me on time to a degree. It went from roughly, I think, for past the year, which is absolutely fine by me, to basically everything getting done within the year. And that's still very much assuming that everything plays out to the correct amount of time and I don't finish sooner or I don't finish later. So there is still that. And if anything, I'm going to be either playing a little bit longer than an hour and 30. Maybe I'll be playing a little bit less than an hour 30. Things happen, things change. Maybe I don't feel like playing a game that long. either way, that's just, you know, these are the two main ways that I'm trying to fit all these RPGs that I want to play onto the channel, so that you guys can get them all in a decent, you know, amount of time. So there is at least that I'm trying to do, and I still have a little bit more plans. Now, the other thing is that I get really sick of playing the same type of genre every single day. So just know that even though I am going to be playing so many different RPGs, Sunday is going to be the one outlier. Typically, we have it so that every single day, from Monday through Saturday, we basically have, you know, a video for you guys. Now, Sunday has a chance, in which I want to say it's a bigger chance than normal, to have another game that isn't on the menu. So, you know, maybe I might have a feeling of, you know, maybe dabbling my toes into like a farming sim game, and, you know, maybe I'll do that, and, you know, if I do get those recorded, I'll have Sunday's videos, because if anything, it's more so how I feel about playing. So maybe you might get like a 2-hour video on Sunday, maybe you might get like 2.5, 3, depending on how I feel relatively, or maybe it'll be like an hour long, depending on like how much I do have recorded, in order to like sate my inevitable boredom of the actual RPG lineage. So, you know, there will be that. You will have pretty much almost a full year of content from me, which is absolutely absurd because I usually take Sundays off. So, just note that once the year of the RPG is done, things are kind of going to go back to normal, but we might keep the, you know, 2 series at a time instead of 3, depending on how we like it. So, depending on how well it is received, and of course, you know, it is definitely up to you guys to let me know. I'll probably have a video somewhere around this exact same time as now, in order to kind of gauge how we all feel. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, and honestly, like I said, this is different, this is new. I don't normally stick to one genre as much as I do. Honestly, I just really enjoy RPGs, and I have an entire backlog of them. So, you know, do with that as you will. Oh, goodness. But even with that being said, just note that I will still be doing videos with my good friend Cloud Kitsune. So, you know, even though we're doing a year's worth of RPG, she's still going to show up on the channel from time to time. So, you know, there will be that. Now, with that also being said, Cloud is, as of right now, currently dealing with some IRL stuff. So, there is still going to be stuff that is being uploaded with, you know, that we've done. Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver being the main example here. Like, we have that already, like, planned. We have that already, like, rolled out and everything. I still need to render them and upload them. I am bad at this. I'm sorry, Cloud. But with that being said, Monster Hunter's Generations is on a bit of a hold, which is very unfortunate because we are going to be rusty as hell. We are definitely getting to a point in which it is terrifying. We are in the next tier. I think that we were like grinding last time in order to get some better gear, but I don't think that we got her better gear, so either way, we still have to grind a little bit before we start recording again. Either way. Now, the other thing is, in which is kind of the jack, as you will, in the card games, where I'm unsure exactly how to handle the Pokemon videos with Cloud, because honestly, I think that they're still going to take up their standard, slots that we have them in, and they will count as those videos for the day. Because I don't want to overload you guys. Like, I don't want to push out like 2 different videos that are like, hour long. You guys already have so many other content creators you guys probably already watch and probably enjoy way more than me. Honestly, like, you guys probably won't even watch the hour 30 minutes regardless of that fact. But I'm still doing it regardless because I like RPGs and I like cataloging all the games that I play. And I hope that you guys enjoy that as well. Maybe I'm not, the most talkative or the most energy, but, I also have another job outside of this, so my energy has to go with, handling, all the other people out there who basically need their stuff, in retail. But other than that, yeah, I think Cloud and my scheduling being up at the same time is still going to take precedence over all the videos that I'm trying to put up as well. Because even if the last RPG goes and bleeds into the next year, that's still absolutely fine with me. It's still a part of the year of the RPG. And honestly, the one that I have saved for last is going to be the longest, because I do kind of want to experience all that this game is. And there's another game that is going to be pretty much exactly like that we're not going to get to this year. I don't want to have 2 really long RPGs in like 1 year. I mean, RPGs are already pretty long, but this one is like so much longer. Like, I think that like a lot of them are like roughly like 60 hours or something along those lines. I could definitely check. It's not like, it's hard to find this. It is definitely going to be a little bit harder to find this. If you guys hear a cat yowling in the background, I am so sorry. He is, he's a outside cat. He was feral. We got him. Either way, I digress. Let me see. So yeah. So a lot of the games that I have planned are pretty much 60 hours and below, but the one that I have set up for the final one is going to be, at the very least, 100 hours. And oh god, I'm not ready. I'm definitely not ready. And that's also not including, that is also not including, Digimon Time Strangers, which I'm just gonna put that one out right now. That you guys are getting that pretty much well before this year ends, because I'm gonna be doing it with Cloud, consensually, mind you. You don't get to play with somebody else and not, get the okay to like play it with them, Either way, all innuendos aside, I'm sorry, Cloud. But either way, the main thing here is that Time Strangers might bleed in as well, and that also kind of affects scheduling. So we'll definitely see exactly how everything kind of pans out. So another thing is that I really need to like absolutely stretch, to be something that's happening this year, because I know you guys, I say you guys, there's one person in particular, but I know that there are a couple of you at the very least who voted on this, and it will be done by this year. I swear to you that Born of Red will be done by this year. I have been doing some recording on it. It's gonna be done. I promise you, it will be done by this year. Because, god dang, I'm still really upset with that whole game-breaking glitch that absolutely deleted Yagi. You'll see it when it happens. God, man, I was so upset with that. But it will be done, I promise you. It'll probably come out it'll start coming out November, which is next month. So please look forward to it. Because I know that this was painstaking. I say painstaking, but it only took me like a couple of hours to get back to where I was. But still, it was it didn't make me feel good that that happened. I think I spent like a good, man, I don't even remember. It was like, I think it was like somewhere around 10 to 12 hours, and then like I got back to it in like 4 or 6 or something. I don't recall. Either way. But the other thing, the really serious thing. You guys, look at me. See me? In my eyes. This is how serious it is, okay? The games in December will, like at the beginning, I mean. The games in the beginning of December will be the last of December. So I can get a head start for the new year. What that means is that if Born of Bread bleeds in to December, then when Born of Bread ends, whether or not that's a week in, 2 weeks in, does not matter. That is it. Nothing is replacing that in December. And that is primarily because it gives me a head start on the year of the RPG to get some stuff recorded so that everything is good, but also make sure that other games don't bleed in to the year of the RPG. So that is going to be something to, also take note on. I don't know if there's going to be like an update in November to, reconfirm all this to you guys. If anything changes drastically, of course, my videos will be the first thing to let you know. Of course, I'm very bad. I'm sorry. I'm very bad at relaying information, and it typically is either at the middle or the end of a video that my information gets out to you. I really need to start doing it in the beginning. I'm sorry, and I need to do better. I need to do better on a lot of things. Like maybe entertaining you guys a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not a very interesting person. I'm sorry. But either way, that is pretty much going to be it, at least for this update. There, isn't anything to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understand the processes that I'm going with. Maybe it's not the best, and maybe it could be advanced upon, of course, but you guys would have to let me know. You guys have to let me know. I love you, Stoll. You keep, you keep on coming back. You keep on giving me the information of comments that you basically do. I very much appreciate you, Stoll. You are definitely one of my absolute favorites when it comes down to, at the very least, consistently giving me comments. Of course, Cloud, Azzy, I love you, Azzy. You occasionally comment, but you guys have to let me know what you guys think. Is there something better I can do? All of the different things that you guys can basically be doing. Either way, thank you all so very much for watching and your possible understanding, and I will see you all in our next adventures together. I will see you all then. Bye-bye! Kika, bye-bye. Kika.